What's up, guys? This is Tyssassin, and welcome back to another episode. It's episode 19. And last time we made some simple farms, very simple farms. They're super simple, and we made them, and they're up at the top. What am I breaking? Something. And today we have some more normal plans. We're going to build a big farm, a big giant farm right here in our base. And it's going to mean that we're going to have to rework some things in here. We're going to have to take this down and... No, I'm just kidding. It's going to be over here. And we are going to have to rework our Nether Portal. So I'll have to handle that pretty quickly. I think I know what I'm going to do with it for today. Yeah, I think it's going to go right here, right where this wood is, or maybe one behind it. I'm just going to stick it in there for now because ultimately this is going to move, and it's going to move pretty far away from here. But we've got a little bit of things to do to kind of prepare for this. So first things first, I need to eat, which is something that I haven't been doing because I am out of food. So yeah, dire straits and all that. Can I fly? Can I fly? There we go. So we made this wheat farm and this pumpkin farm and that cactus farm over there, and yeah, things are going quite well with these. I've collected quite a few pumpkins, and hopefully we have enough. I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to be using these pumpkins as jack-o'-lanterns in our build today. So I mentioned before, that's the reason I'm making them. I have no interest in pumpkin pie. It's not what I want to eat. So what we're going to be doing though is we're going to be using them as lighting in the farm to assist something else from to grow. So you may remember that we built a slime farm just a couple episodes ago, or over a couple episodes ago. Does that make sense? So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using some of that slime to break some sugarcane. That's right, sugarcane. It's time for a sugarcane farm. Do I have any sugarcane around here? We're going to need some sugarcane to seed the farm with, and that may just mean taking down some sugarcane from our prior base. So, but for right now, what I think we need to do is head over to the slime farm and make a ton of slime blocks. All right, guys, here we are. So we're over at the slime farm, and I am emptying these chests, and we're going to make a serious amount of slime blocks. We're going to need a ton. I don't know that we'll need this many, but we're going to grab all the slime that we have for right now, craft them into slime blocks, and then I think we'll head over to the old base. And here we are. The old base. I remember it well. If you don't know, this is where we started off in the world. The desert temple converted into a mini base, and yeah, it was good for quite a while. I also made some modifications to the outside. Yeah, it looks... Oh no. Oh no. Well, two things are pretty bad here. Number one, we've got some mob action going on, and number two, you're a jerk. Get out of here. Number two, we don't have any slime. We don't have any sugarcane that's actually grown. So I think what I'll do is I'll take care of these creepers, and let's probably lure them out of the grass because I don't want them blowing up the only sugarcane farm that exists in the world right now. And I'll hang out here for a little bit, and we'll grab ourselves some sugarcane. Oh my goodness, guys! It's an invisible spider. Don't blow up my invisible spider. Don't blow him up. Yeah, I don't know. Why are you invisible? Yeah, so can I lock you up? Can I lock you up? Oh, he's mad at me now. Yeah, I kind of want to keep you though. Yeah, so let's sleep real quick, and I'm gonna see what we can't do with this guy. Okay, more important question: do we have a name tag anywhere? Because we're gonna need one of those for our invisible spider. Needy box. Yes. So let's see. What should we call this guy? We're gonna lock this guy up. We're gonna lock him up. We're gonna lock him up. I don't know what we're going to do with them, but where are you? There you are. Are you sleeping? I have to name it. So let's see here. Let's name it, We'll call him, oh, I can hear him, Sneaky the Spider. And I don't know what the deal is, but we're going to keep this guy. And hopefully we'll bring him back to our base at some point. Let me find him and see if we can't lock him up. I keep losing him, but there he is again. I want to keep you. Please don't go anywhere. Oh my goodness, we got him. Okay, so there is a named invisible spider in here, and I don't know why he's invisible, and I'm very excited. Have any of you ever seen this before? Because I am pretty amazed right now. So we're gonna bring this guy back to base someday. I don't know what we're gonna do with him, but I'm pretty excited about it. So sorry, sidetracked. And what were we doing? Oh yeah, sugarcane. So yeah, we have a little bit of waiting to do. All right, guys. So we are back at base, and I've made one adjustment here. I've moved the Nether Portal, and I decided instead of putting it in the way of what I'm about to do, that I thought I would just put it over here. So I've linked it up. It works in the Nether. Everything's good there. But again, this is not where this is going to go. Although that doesn't look too terrible, really. I mean, it's not great, but it's not terrible. That's not where the Nether Portal will live ultimately. But for now, what we need to do is we need to dig out this room. So this is going to be the storage area for our sugarcane farm, and basically we need an area to have storage. And then the kind of cool thing is you'll be able to actually look through here and see the sugarcane farm. That's kind of the whole goal. So we're going to build the sugarcane farm over there, just past all of the chests and everything. And then the plan is that we'll link it up to this item elevator, which currently has no items linked to it. So yeah, let me make an absolute mess over here, and I'll get back to you when I have some progress. All right, I've dug out a bit of an area here, and yeah, this is where the actual sugarcane farm is going to go. I wanted to dig out just a little bit to get an idea of where it's going to go in relationship to this room, and I've thrown up a little mock-up of what we're going to be building, but I want to tell you a little bit about the room here. So you'll walk in, and there'll be chests on either side, and of course the hoppers will be behind those chests, and we're going to link up to this glass here, which is well, it will be an item elevator, and so this will, all of our sugarcane will kind of come up, and they'll hit the chests going along there. The hopper chain will come around, hopefully very well hidden, and then come across these. And yeah, this is the machine that we're going to be building. This is a design that I'm stealing from Cubfan135. He actually has this build in his world on Hermitcraft right now, and he actually took it from somebody else, and I could not locate that video, so I'll reference Cubfan's episode in the description for you so you can check it out too. I'm making a couple of modifications to this. The first thing is that it's 5 wide instead of 6, and yeah, basically the other modification that I'm making, which is pretty minor, is I'm going to add a piston on the back of this block right here. This block is the block that gets powered, and ultimately gets pushes these slime blocks and everything to collect the sugarcane. So I'm just going to put one on the back of that block, and that way I can put one of these modules, if you would, on the other side as well. So pretty nice. So basically what this does is this observer senses when this sugarcane grows up, and it puts it into a pulse extender that basically makes it so that this piston doesn't go absolutely haywire. And so he's got a 1 tick going into this monostable, and then a 3 tick going into it as well to kind of smooth things out. This of course senses when our single item is in this hopper, powers this block, powers this redstone, powers this block, and ta-da. And then the really cool thing is we can just put a torch there and back and forth, and we can make this thing go up as high as we want. So I've already chosen a location out here, and or not chosen a location, I matched up our location that I chose in here to the outside, and of course it's dark right now, but let's see, it's right over here. So let's get up on this hill and hopefully not get harassed by mobs. Hopefully. Creepers? Yep. Okay, we're cool. So yeah, we've got these little posts here, and unfortunately the farm will end up in the water. But I think what I'll do is I'll try to kind of adjust the terrain a little bit so that it kind of fits in with things, at least for now, until we do some other things with our base area. But yeah, so we've got a 9 by 11 area that I need to dig out, and it shouldn't take too terribly long, especially compared to some of the other digs I've done in the recent past. So I'm gonna go repair a pick and get prepared here, and then we'll start the dig. Alright guys, so I figure try a little bit of something new today. So while we're watching the time lapse, I want to talk to you just a little bit about something that happened very recently, and that is MINECON EARTH. So that happened last Saturday, and there was some major announcements. If you haven't heard about them, I'm going to provide a couple of links in the description with the video to the update Aquatic, which is a huge release I'm super excited about, as well as one other video that I'm actually even more excited about and that you might have missed. So there's a lot of cool things that happened during MINECON EARTH, things like announcements for 4K Minecraft for Bedrock Editions, the update Aquatic, and a number of other things. So a little bit later in the video I'll tell you about a couple of my favorites. Okay guys, so we've got the hole dug, and I've already started on the redstone for the kind of observer circuit here to basically launch off all these sugar canes, and I built the first module. So long way to go. We're gonna go way up there. So I've got the first module in though, and this is technically a working circuit. I've also piped in a bit of, let me get this out of here. I went ahead and put in our item streams here. There's two, both feeding into a dropper over there, and it's all set up to go right underneath our glass for the item elevator as well. And yeah, now I'm stuck and I'm never gonna get out of here. So yeah, this is ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and build it way up in the sky, and yeah, get this thing going. I've got my inventory just filled with nonsense and shulker boxes for everything, so I'm all prepared to build it. So let's do this thing. Alright guys, I am back, and yeah, so the update Aquatic, I want to tell you a little bit about some of the things that got announced there. Bubble columns, which are basically these columns of bubbles that come up from the bottom of the ocean via magma blocks, and those magma blocks are actually supposed to spawn in ocean biomes inside of ravines, which is really cool, which means that there are ocean biomes coming. One that got mentioned was an iceberg biome or something like that. Jeb talked about hot and cold biomes in the ocean. There's also a new weapon, the Trident, which has some new enchantments coming along with it. They only mentioned some enchantments that would go with that Trident, like loyalty. When you throw the Trident, it'll come back to you, which is super awesome. There's also shipwrecks down in the bottom of the ocean with treasure in them, which is absolutely bonkers. So a couple of big things there that should kind of be I think more important is the ocean biomes, right? So there's new world gen that's coming, and there's a second video, I'm going to link this down in the description too, that was a panel done with the Java development team, and specifically in that panel they talked about the fact that they're working on world gen, which is something that has been announced before. Things that are coming with that are like ocean biomes, for example. Cave biomes are another possibility that they're apparently working on too. But during that Java development team panel, there was a couple other things that got mentioned. So first of all, which is huge and everybody should be super excited, new slabs are coming to Minecraft someday. It's official, it's been announced. I'm gonna expect that it would happen probably around the same time as the update Aquatic. I don't think that's been clarified yet. There is potentially new stairs. They didn't say it, but there were stone stairs shown during the video of MINECON EARTH. There's also some new buttons and pressure plates and trapdoors, different woods, stuff like that. But biggest thing there, I think, is the cave biomes. I mean, new world gen, how can you beat that, right? All right, we're just trucking right along with this build. I did, however, run out of resources, so I kind of assumed that might happen, but I didn't, for whatever reason, think it would be glass. So I need to run over and get some light blue dye, and then we'll be ready to reveal it. But I didn't want to give you the big reveal, although you've been watching me build the whole thing. I didn't want to do the big reveal until I had it done. Alright guys, it is finished, and if I can fly out of here, I shall show you what it looks like. It's finished. and it looks great. I like it quite a bit. It's like this huge menacing tower of light blue sugarcane goodness. It is up to just over level 100, and it puts us at like carry the one too many floors. I can't count, but it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it, and I think it's it's gonna stick out like a sore thumb no matter what I do to it. So I thought I would go with a little bit lighter color. I was gonna go with lime. You might remember last episode I made this cactus farm, and it's doing. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Minecraft. It's doing just fine, but I was going to use lime, and I built the look of it in a test world, and it looked terrible. So, yeah, light blue. I figured light blue because the water that I have as in my resource pack is kind of light blue. Do I have any water with me? I don't. You can see it right down there. Can you see it? Anyways, so yeah, I thought I'd go light blue because water and all that, and I think it looks pretty good. In here, it's going to look pretty good as well. So I'm going to grab a couple of these blocks. I forgot my haste beacon is off. So this is where the floor will be, right? So you'll be standing, here. And yeah, you'll get to see kind of one level. And then I think I'll try to keep the room open enough so that you'll be able to see the next level as well. So, but this thing is about to harvest again, and it's not currently hooked up to anything, which is a bit of a problem. So, although the item elevator is working, it's just going up, and yeah, that's supposed to be wood right there. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna have to fix my base here. What? That's supposed to be wood. So anyways, let's yeah, that's the thing. Let's work on this room over here. The first thing I want to do is get this item elevator hooked up into a hopper, and so that way I can at least start collecting some sugarcane, because as of right now, I'm very much negative sugarcane. I have not profited from this thing in the least. So yeah, I was kind of wishing that this would just kind of go off while I was here, but maybe not. Maybe I'll hang out for a minute, see if I can catch it for you. Oh, there it goes. Yes. Oh, I timed it just right. So yeah, that should all go down there, and I think from here it should start going up this item elevator. So let's take some blocks with us, and we will go check this out. So this should be going up the item elevator as we speak, which it is, and this. Unfortunately, this means we're going to have to destroy a little bit of the roof to get up here, but I got to get up here anyways to get to making some item streams here shortly. So yeah, I think it's going to be here. Yep. Boop, there, you can see something hopefully. And oh, of course it's all solid up here. So somewhere up here, there it is. All right, I'm going to hang out for a second, see how much sugarcane I get. All right, so it looks like just over 4 stacks for that harvest. And I think that was a full harvest, but I'm not 100% sure. So, pretty decent amount. Not a ton, but I would call it decent. So, yeah, now that we're up here on top of the item elevator here, this is the item elevator from the top. Now that we're up here, I'm going to go ahead and work on getting an item stream in, so that way we can get these sugar canes into some hoppers. So yeah, this room will start working right now. Why does that slime block look so weird? Is it just because there's a piston behind it? Are you seeing that? Okay, I'm playing with some ideas with the room. I got the items all flowing in now. Another harvest should be happening fairly soon. I really like this viewing thing that we got going on here. It's good. So I kind of like the blue. I think that I'm going to go with that and kind of incorporate that in the room. And I think I'm going to go with kind of a beachy theme. I feel like I'm going to use sand. I'm working on it here. So kind of wanted to show you where I'm at so far. I think I'm going to break up the chests into like groups of 3 or 5. I'm not 100% sure which. I do like this birch, which is kind of an unusual thing. I don't really ever build with it, but I think it's gonna work in here. So yeah, let me work on a little bit more progress here and a couple more ideas that I have, and I'll bring you back here in a bit. Kind of a nice effect to the base here. I like it. So we're moving right along in here. Which room is it? It's this one over here. So as you can see, I've got all the chests in, and yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. You can see I got the light blue behind the chests here, kind of something I talk about a lot, but I like to have, you know, something popping behind the chests. I think it adds a little bit to the build. And then of course polished andesite here behind the sugarcane, and here, and here, and this is actually the corner of the farm, so I thought I'd pull that into the build as well. I'm kind of contemplating bringing this like over to kind of match the little archway we have going on over there. I'm not 100% sure on that, but yeah, things are moving right along. I got a couple of things that I need to finish here. I need to, you know, mirror this on the other side, but I think I'm going to go kind of with what's here right now. Pretty sure. Might change it again, who knows, but I need to handle the roof, and then I feel like it's a little dark up here, and I mean, it's kind of understandable, the light's coming from back here, but I think maybe I can fix that, so I'm gonna work on that as well. But yeah, a little bit more to do, but I think it's coming along quite nicely. All right, guys, I think we're done with this room here. Let me show you what it looks like. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. It's nice and bright, and yeah, I just mirrored the chests on the other side. I went ahead and did the arch here, and I'm actually really happy with it. It's the same dimensions as this arch over here. Sugarcane. This arch and that arch match identically, and more importantly is it gave us a place to put our hoppers, which is quite good. I also found a solution for our lighting issue here, so you can see the chests appear to be nice and bright, and if you look back there, you don't see anything special, but I'm not really sure how to show you, but basically what I did is I kind of coated the area in light blue concrete, so that way when you're looking back there, all you see is light blue concrete, like, you know, I kind of want. And then there's a bunch of torches lined up right at the edge. And what made me think of it is, of course, hoppers are transparent, so when you put light through them, that can shine through, and so are chests. So it's kind of the nice thing. You can put lighting, you know, underneath the chest back here on that block, for example, or you can put it up there behind some hoppers and chests, and it works out just fine. And this room ends up being very bright, which is great. The only thing that's not bright is the ceiling, and I feel like we can solve that someday when we have access to sea lanterns. I think that should fit in really well. I don't have a sea lantern handy to kind of toss it up there and look, but I think it's the right color for this scheme. So, and this thing's been trucking away. It looks like it's about probably ready to harvest any time now as well. And you can see we've collected a little bit of sugarcane. I think my original harvest, by the way, what would be a couple minutes ago for you, was not a full harvest. I think it was just a partial harvest. So yeah, let's see. Is it, it's still daytime here. I want to give you a nighttime glimpse here of the farm here in just a second. So I'm going to hang out and watch this thing fire off one more time, and then we'll head out and check this thing out in the darkness. All right, guys, there it is, all lit up in its glory. Looks pretty great. I'm pretty pleased with it, actually. It's going to be a good addition to our base, and I think once we get, you know, things kind of working in here, and it looks more like a base than it does today, which will be someday, it will look even better. There's a bajillion baddies hanging out around here, so. But yeah, I think it's pretty good, and this thing really produces quite a bit of sugarcane. So I'm quite pleased with it. I think it's a very successful project, and I think it'll be a fantastic addition to the base. So I hope though that you enjoyed the episode. It's been quite a long one. I want to apologize. I missed an episode last week. Work was a little crazy, and I didn't have an opportunity to finish recording this one. Although this one did take quite a while, so it was maybe a prime opportunity for me to skip an episode. Excuse me, I'm busy here. I don't want these. I produce plenty of them down below. So yeah, I also hope that you enjoyed the little chat, a little bit something a little bit new for the episodes, and you know, not something I've done before, but I think it went well. I think that maybe you enjoyed it, and I'd love to hear your feedback on it down in the comments below. Of course, we just missed it. Of course. So, but guys, that's about all the time I have for today. I'm all messed up right now, man. it hurts. So, but listen, if you enjoyed the episode, please leave it a like, and if you're new, go ahead and subscribe. We got more episodes coming and more progress to come here in our world and in our cool base. So, but in the meantime, my friends, this has been Tyssassin, and I will see you in the next episode.
Meanwhile, across town, in this less than fashionable cubbyhole of the San Francisco Examiner, these editors are programming today's copy of the paper into that same Ohio computer.